Hello and welcome to the Press Room, where today we're discussing analytics in big data. What are some examples of things that you've seen working in this space that you'd like to share with the audience?
Sure. I think the greatest enemy of success in many ways, other than some of the things we talked about like change and strategy, is time. And what I mean by that is the fact that these projects, to do well, take time. And connecting it back to that fourth V of value, businesses are impatient. Businesses are often required to show value sooner than often the time will allow to get something done well. So one of the things that I've seen work well, and Jim and I have worked on a number of projects and efforts like this, is helping clients and helping companies think through how to chunk up an effort into short, medium, and long-term projects.
You know, I talk to students every day who are really excited about starting companies whose whole business model is monetizing a data asset, creating and monetizing a data asset, selling it to someone else who can use it to create value. So to give a couple of concrete examples, CBS Interactive has a website called GameSpot where people come in and review games that they like, you know, all these, I don't know, these video games. I'm too busy doing our code to play video games.
That's our video game.
But you know how they monetize the website? They sell the reviews back to the people who design the games.
Oh, sure.
So there's really opportunities here to create data assets, or if you find yourself sitting on a data asset unexpectedly, say, maybe I can't use this to create value within my company, but I could create a whole new business that sells this data asset to another. So if I have RFID tag data for shopping carts, so I'm tracing people as they walk through my grocery store. I'm a Kroger or, you know, big grocery store. That data might be useful to the CPG companies, right? And I could create a new business within Kroger selling that data to CPG companies. So there's huge opportunities here that you know, we've made it sound really scary, but they're
well, see, it is a scare. What you just said is also couldn't be pretty scary if it's not done right, right? I mean, there's privacy laws, there's regulations, there's all sorts of reasons why that needs to be done very judiciously. And I'm not presupposing that a company wouldn't do that. But again, it's around marrying up a great idea with execution and
while
doing it well.
While we're touching on that, you know, if you have, we're the customer analytics initiative, so we focus on data sets where people are doing things over time, we like to say. When you're dealing with
identifiable people.
Real identifiable people, and when you're talking about people, you know, you've got to think about the privacy of those people, that you're a steward of that data, and most, you know, the best companies that we work with have a data governance group that reviews all uses of data within the company and externally. So, you know, when we receive data as an external partner, that data governance body has said, yep, this looks good.
Data governance is a huge, important issue in all of this.
I've thought about this a little bit myself, and I think that one of the secrets to what you're talking about, or one of the important points, is that if a company's going to use identifiable information about people doing things over time, as you say, I love that slogan, they've got to do it in a way that gives back to the customers, that doesn't exploit that data, right? Because if you can do it in a way that creates values for the customers, then that really is a win-win proposition.
Well, and the irony is Joe Consumer is very happy to give up information, sometimes shockingly personal information, if they're getting value, but they get really snarky about giving up that information when they feel that somehow they're being penalized as a result of it.
So going back to the GameSpot example, and going back to the GameSpot example, they're pretty honest with their users that, hey, we're giving this information back to the gaming companies to get you better games, and that's a win-win.
Consumers are really anxious, I think, really hungry for this type of value. I think consumers are waiting for it to actually happen.
Absolutely.
There's a real moment that matters that can come of this, and where they can be delighted and frankly stunned or shocked when it happens. It doesn't happen very often. So I think that's an intriguing area for companies to try and figure out what can we do with these assets, with these techniques, with these tools to actually create this like aha moment for a consumer where they're just stunned. I can't believe you knew that about me, and you nailed it. You actually gave me something that I value so much that I'm a customer for life.
So I think one positive message that we could all agree on is there's a huge room for innovation in this area.
Absolutely.